The reason why I'm sitting down is because this past Friday, unfortunately, I broke my leg. I'm not asking for sympathy, but I am asking for reflection. What does it mean? What does it say to us? First thing that goes through your mind is you say to yourself, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. But the second thing that has to go through your mind is, hold on a second, let me try and gain perspective. Why did this happen? What is it trying to tell me? What is the message that I can derive, even from the fact that I'm hobbling around? In this week's Torah portion, it talks about, in Parshat Vayakel Pikudei, the construction of the Mishkan. Jewish people have to construct this tabernacle. What does it mean? What is it telling them? Essentially, what it might be telling them is, you can partner with God in the creation of sanctity in this world. So much so that you are assigned the capacity to build a mishkan, to build a tabernacle, which is asuli mikdash v'shachanti betocham. It is essentially a home for God. It is a place where sanctity and spirituality dwells. You, the Jewish people, have built it. You have that capacity to create spirituality in this world. However, God also says that on Shabbat, you're not allowed to build the mishkan. Why not? I'm building the mishkan. I'm involved in creating spirituality in this world and building you a domain for God to dwell in it. Is there nothing greater than that? Isn't that, or doesn't that supersede or surpass the greatness of Shabbat? And the answer is no. Shabbat comes to remind man that while you can create spirituality in this world, God says you can't construct the Mishkan in this world on Shabbat. Shabbat reminds us that God is above all. There's certain spiritual spheres, certain spiritual realms, certain spiritual aspirations that we are not capable of reaching, that we cannot grasp, that we cannot attain, and yes, even those that we cannot understand. And so God says, no construction on Shabbat. Shabbat supersedes. Shabbat surpasses, making a statement that there are things in this world that I'll never understand. They're from God, and that I can't do. I can create spirituality in this world. I can try my best, but there are certain things I'll never understand. Wartime, things that are going around us, chaos, confusion, there are things that we might never understand. But God says you can still create spirituality in this world. You can break your leg, and maybe you don't understand why, but there are still so many things that you can do, but you'll never fully understand. Maybe it's a time to tell you, relax, take it easy, take that Shabbat, and realize that even though you're active and doing so many things in this world, there are certain things you can't do. Ultimately, me, capital M, God, controls and creates and lets the world run as He decides it should be. Sometimes that's revealed through a war, sometimes that's revealed through a fracture, and sometimes it's even revealed so much so disturbingly, through the loss of someone so dear to us who has departed from this world. These are things we can't understand, but perhaps God's telling us you're not supposed to. But you are supposed to sit back and realize that I'm in control, perhaps reflect and gain perspective from that. Shabbat Shalom.